A bad man, baby. Yo.
Hi, I'm Liz.
I'm Chris.
And we are
Carnival Cruise Addicts.
So today we're going to talk about kind of last minute cruise preparations. But not like last minute, but like, what?
9 days.
9 days out?
That's us.
Yoo-hoo!
So, yeah, just a couple things to think of in the last 9 days, if you will. You know,
Yeah.
you can start prepping early so that last day you're not going, oh, do I have this? Do I have that? Do I have this? Did I get this? There's a lot of things, a couple of things we like doing, and this is them.
Yeah. So, I mean, first is our packing list and making sure that I have everything that I need to take on my packing list that I purchased, whether it's sunblock, whether it's Band-Aids, whatever it might be. Make sure you have that ready to go.
Yep. She has a quite literal Excel file she prints out and checks everything off, which is super handy because we've been on a lot of cruises and got on the boat and went, crap, forgot this. Never mind.
Yep.
And toiletries and stuff like that you may forget are very expensive on the boat.
Yes, they are. They certainly are. But like something really important is if you take prescription medication, which we have our prescriptions, you need to make sure you have enough supply to get you through the cruise and maybe a day or two more just in case you get delayed back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, there's fog that can keep you out there a day during hurricane season, which we're still in. A couple of cruises had to, stay off for another couple of days. So just make sure you got enough meds to keep you through there because there's not really a pharmacy on board.
No, they might have antibiotics or something, but not like your regular stuff.
Our stuff.
Yeah. The next thing that I always send a reminder to do is to notify my bank and my credit cards that I'm going to be using, whether it's on port, on ship. There's been many times where I forgot to do that, and then they shut the card off, and you're in the middle of the ocean, can't call them, didn't have an opportunity to figure out what's going on. So make sure you plan ahead with that.
Yeah, that's super frustrating. You get back on the boat and you go to get a drink, and they're like, your sailing sign card is not working. Huh? That's quite disappointing.
Yeah. Make sure you've checked in.
Yes. On
Carnival, you have 14 days prior to check in, unless you're, platinum or diamond. You can do it.
Faster Fun, Sweet
Actually,
Guest.
I don't know if Faster Fun, but you certainly, Sweet Guest for sure. 16 days, but make sure you've done it. You've printed out your documents, your boarding pass, and you have them ready to go. Yep.
They need to know where your luggage goes.
Yes, they do.
If you don't have it on your bag and you have it in the bag or it's sitting on the counter at home, not a good thing.
No. Speaking of documents, make sure you have what you need for your travel documents. Birth certificate, license, but even better, passport. Now, if you're 9 days out, you're not going to be able to get a passport. Right. So actually, I would think about that, 6 months out.
Yeah. And the last one we got off was the
Mardi Gras
out of Port Canaveral. And they have 2 lines for customs. One is citizens with a passport and people with a driver's license and a birth certificate or ID and a birth certificate. And we just kept walking past this massive line of people. We're like, what is that? And then when we got down toward the end, because we missed the sign up top, it said, there it is, passports and birth certificates. And we're like, glad we have our passport. So we recommend. It's not required. The myth is, you have to have a passport to travel.
Certain ports are now requiring it, but that's overseas.
Yeah.
But what I would say is with the scan and go technology they have now at the ports, it's like they scan your face, you go. It's so easy. Yep. So anyway, we can't reinforce that point enough.
Yeah.
I, about this time, start charging all my camera batteries. If you actually use a camera versus your phone, extra batteries or backup battery chargers, make sure they're all ready to go and charged so you get on that boat and you don't have to worry.
Yep.
SD cards. If you do have a camera that requires an SD card, make sure you've got them formatted, you've got them cleared out, you've got them ready to go, and you have enough with you so that if one gets damaged, you got a backup.
Yep. It's kind of like to try to take pictures and you can't.
Yeah. So at this point, like this weekend, we're going to be going to the bank, get the cash that we want to bring with us on the cruise. And in this thing, make sure you have singles, make sure you have tip money, make sure you have a couple $100 so that you can spend in the port. So just
taxi
make sure
cabs, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because if you don't bring it with you and you have to use the ATM on the boat, the
Mad
fees
fees.
are ridiculously high.
$8
It's
per
like
transaction.
I
or
don't know,
something like that?
$7, $8. It's up there.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous. And then, you know, if you go to the casino and you want a little extra cash, definitely do that as well.
Yeah, or if you're just tipping your room steward or the porter, you just want to make sure you have enough. And I do like to try to use cash in port versus the credit card. That way, if there is like a chance that they might like try to scam you there, like
Yep.
cash is king.
Or,
Right?
you know, some of the cards charge you international fees, even though it's the Bahamas or Mexico, stuff like that. So it saves yourself some money too. Another thing you want to do too is if you're friendly with your neighbors, let them know you're going. This way you can watch over each other's houses. You know, so if you get the daily paper delivered, or you get the mail, Amazon packages, you know, let them know you're going, and let ask them if they can at least pull the packages off your porch, or grab your mail, pick up the newspaper, stuff like that, so people don't know you're gone. Because criminals do stupid stuff, they're not necessarily stupid.
Yeah, and our neighbor across the street, he will take out our garbage.
He will
the
literally
cans back.
patrol the house.
He will patrol our house. Like, he's really sweet.
Yeah, we look at the cameras, and he's just sitting there making sure everything's okay. But yeah, it's a very, very helpful tip.
Yeah, and the most important thing is just make sure you have everything you need. You're packed. You're ready to go. But you have ample time. If you're gonna get a manicure, make sure you schedule that, or a haircut. But these are things that people like to do, right? And
you don't want to be waiting to the last minute. You know, the night before the cruise. You know, like we drive, so it's we don't have to get on an airplane or anything like that. And book your flights, by the way, probably a day before and potentially later in the day, because we see so many people just
don't fly in
out,
the day of the cruise,
freaking out that the boat got delayed for whatever reason, or they're getting off, there's a delay, and they're just losing their mind. Give yourself the time. It's Miami, that's where we're going out of. Most ports are beautiful and have stuff to do.
Yeah, and if you're driving, make sure you give yourself extra time to do stops. Or if you get a flat tire or something happens. Yeah, I know.
Oh, rest stop.
Yeah, just make sure you have plenty of time. Make sure you're all gassed up and you're ready to go.
Oh, I'm gassed up.
Yes, I clearly.
Oh, the car.
Clearly. But I think that was the main points we wanted to hit today. Yep. So
any tips and suggestions that you guys do, feel free to put them in the chat to help everybody else.
Comments. Thank you.
Comments. Hashtag.
You can text us later.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching.
Take care, everybody.